Hi, everybody. Welcome to the first volleyball live stream of the season. I'm Elaine McDonald.
And I'm Tate Martin.
We are here to see one of the two, I like to think, two of the best teams in the state here, going in with Liberty, Bluejays, and our own Tigers.
Yes.
What are we thinking?
I think it's going to be a very hard-fought game. Liberty's ranked #1 in the Metro right now, and our very own Lee Summit Tigers are ranked number 14. I think it's going to be a very hard-fought game, close and competitive, fun to watch.
I agree. I think that obviously there's going to be some star players on both sides of that net, and we're going to get more into that after we hear the national anthem.
Yes.
And probably we're going to hear a little bit of them introducing the players on both sides, on both teams. So we'll listen to that, and we'll come right back right after that. Okay? Thanks. Hello, everybody. Elaine McDonald back at the helm with Tate Martin, and we're listening to our announcer kind of give the Tigers starting lineup for what we think is going to be another great game tonight. You want to talk a little bit about what players we're looking for on the Liberty side tonight, Tate?
On the Liberty side today, we have the UCLA commit, Ashley Mullen, as she stands 5'10" and is a senior. We also have a younger classman, Abigail Mullen. She's part of the USA underclassmen's team. Ayana, she's committed to KU to play volleyball there. Honestly, it's going to be a very good game today and fun.
Absolutely. And of course, for our Tigers, many of you will probably already know, if you follow volleyball at all, that we do have 3 awesome seniors that are getting ready to start. And obviously, we've got Micaiah Clayton. If you remember,
yeah.
Who is she going to commit to, Tate?
Michigan State.
And they're getting a good one here. So they're going to have her as a libero. And then we also have Stout. right? And where's she heading?
Northwest Missouri State.
Indeed, indeed. And I think she's going to go in as a middle blocker, if I remember correctly. And then, of course, our last one. Go ahead and tell us about that last commit.
Ashlyn Bellamy. She's a very athletic, tall, and just an all-around great player.
And where's she headed?
University of Houston.
Amen. All like D1 players here. So we're getting ready to start off. And so give us a little bit of leeway tonight. Tate has never commentated on volleyball, so we're gonna do our best job. And trying to make sure that you guys get at least a blow-by-blow of what's happening. I'm going to try to do my best job doing play-by-play today. Obviously, you can hear a loud crowd. Actually, they're doing pretty good this year. I mean, they're like showing up to most of the games, and for football, what do you think?
They really have. Today it's a little low because of baseball. They have baseball today, so there's not as many of the main people.
The rowdy folks like you, Tate.
The main people. But it's going to be a very energetic game from their standpoint.
I absolutely agree, and I think it's nice. I think the theme tonight is pajamas. So all they have to do is watch this game tonight and then roll right into bed after they get their homework done.
Of course.
Isn't that correct? Okay, let's take a look at our starting lineups for Tigers. Looks like on the front row here we've got Jordan Stout, number 14, for those of you watching at home. We also got Ashlyn Bellamy up here on the front line, number 1. Of course, she's got probably hit on the outside. I am not necessarily familiar with Elena Davis. I haven't seen her play like all year, but she is coming in as your right side hitter. And then, of course, at our setter is Briley Johnson, sophomore phenom, coming in on here, doing a great job. And then Brooklyn Boyer, who will be playing 6 rotations tonight. And she's also an outside hitter. And then, of course, Micaiah Clayton as the libero. Oh, it looks like Liberty right now, right off the bat, they're just going to tip that ball over. Looks like Tigers are really going to need to stay on their toes and make sure that they're going to watch for those tips.
Yes, she is a very... I'm pretty sure that's the KU commit, right?
That is, and she's pretty tall, if I remember correctly.
Yes, she's a 6'3", and she's athletic too, from what I've seen from the warm-ups.
Yeah, I also thought she's also a transfer from Park Hill. Oh, that's okay. That's unusual. We're already down 0-2. That's really unusual for Micaiah Clayton to kind of botch that receive, but I'm sure she's going to go ahead and get out of it. Put it out, put it away. There's nothing you can do with it. Here we go, and then we have. I am looking. See, I told you she went ahead and received that right well. Jordan Stout, nice try. She was trying to slice that ball. When you slice it, that means it's coming across the net so that it goes away from the blocker. She just sliced a little bit too much and it went outside. Brooklyn with the nice receive and trying to set Ashlyn Bellamy. Very focused. Oh, and they're going to call that ball out. That was number 18. I got to turn my sheet over here. Jocelyn Renfro, outside hitter senior, who just missed by inches on that play.
It was a very close play, as it looked like it almost hit the line, but I am not 100% sure.
Yeah, I think it was out. And so remember, for those of you who don't watch volleyball, we do have parents who are line judges, and those are the ones with the red flags, and they are the ones who are going to tell you whether, or the folks in the white, whether that ball is out or not. Nice, and Jordan comes up big with a nice hit, right straight out of the middle. Caught the Bluejays just a little bit off guard, and they weren't ready to receive that because she was able to hit that as it was coming straight over. We didn't have to do like what we call a 3-ball set there.
Yep.
Okay, and then we have number 12 serving for the Tigers, Macy Martin, who is a freshman.
Oh.
Macy Martin, freshman, coming in to serve. Sadly missed that little dump right there, but that's okay. So we are now, as I'm sure you could probably tell, down 2 points. Here's Renfro with the serve. Micaiah Clayton, nice receive. Coming in with a slide from Jordan Stout. It connects. Nice. Oh, off the net. Oh, nice try. Macy Martin was trying. So she is a freshman, which that's unusual to have a freshman play at the varsity level.
That really is, especially in this big of a game, but it's really good to see.
I agree. So we'll see how much metal she's got, M-E-T-T-L-E, for those of you who are looking for a different word. So we are down 2-5. Renfro to serve again. Oh, and she goes into the net. I'll take that any day of the week. Those are what we call free points.
Yep. She has a very powerful serve, that's what I just saw.
Ashlyn Bellamy back to serve, number 1. If we're taking a look at her serving, she 92% on her serves, which is saying something. as we can tell right there.
Yep.
So her serve must have some little bit of an oomph on it, so it makes it hard for the other team to receive it. Here she's back again to serve. Oh, bummer. Into the net. That helps, or that does not help her, but helps the Liberty Blue Jays, of course. We're trying, Tate and I are looking at this, like how to read the stats. We are definitely getting a lesson on how to read some of this stuff, I'll tell you right now. Okay, and that was Aisha missing out on the serve. And I'm telling you, I could tell you some stats on the Liberty Blue Jay team, but I could not find any online last minute. But again, we'll take that. We are now, what, 5-6?
Yep.
While we're waiting for her to serve, I just want to give a shout out to the team here. I've got our switcher producer, Grant Thomas, who is handling everything over here that you're seeing and seeing the different angles, and he's putting in that score for you guys. That is great. And they actually, half of this crew today came straight from their football practice, so I'm really thankful that they're here. Arthur Mars is on camera number 1. It's got your wide shot. And we have Carter Merritt over here, who is going ahead and getting your tight shot. And of course, Tate Martin. And then Corinne Foxhoven was our sideline reporter. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows who is behind the scenes for you. Okay, Stats coming back to serve here. Oh, nice.
That is an ace.
Especially when it hits the tape like that. Sometimes it goes back on your side, but this time the tape was favorable, and it just dropped right there on the Blue Jay court and made it hard for the defenders to come and grab that serve. Oh, yes, that one was going out. Renfro was able to save that. Back to Bellamy going ahead and receiving that ball. And then, Brooke Boyer had to adjust crazily to kind of even get a hand on that ball, but she went ahead and adjusted. And then Briley is trying to go ahead. Oh, nice try. She was trying to dump that ball as a setter and get those defenders off kilter, or what they call off system. Blue Jays were ready for it, and then they pushed it right back. Is that number 15? Okay, Macy Bartlett's back to serve, junior for Liberty Blue Jays. Again, Bellamy with a nice receive. Nice Brooklyn Boyer with a nice hit off the outside. Renfro going ahead and just tapping that over. Again, looks like Briley and Brooke are not quite connecting right now as far as sets. A nice set here to, oh, that is in. That is definitely in. That was on, she has her ponytail, but I know it's number 20, and her name is Abigail Mullen. She is 6'3". I know she's a dynasty player because, well, my 2 daughters play volleyball, and I've seen her on the circuit. She's a really good hitter. So Liberty Blue Jays are up. Back again, Bartlett to serve. She looks like she's kind of spotting Bellamy to see if she's not going to receive that ball, but she's doing well. Nice, Micaiah Clayton, to get that ball. Nice, yes. Let's talk about the strength that Brooke Boyer has.
It is incredible. The way she got up there just flew, it looked like, and just overpowered the Liberty Blue Jays.
Indeed, and I happen to know where she works out. She is a hard worker. She's at AMP Performance, and she's there twice a week for strength training and then 3 times a week in the summer to work on her vertical. And Briley Johnson back to serve for the Tigers. Oh, and that was unfortunate for the Tigers because really for number 10, which is Brooklyn Young, who is signed for UCM, she didn't really get a hand on that ball.
She really didn't. Well, I saw her warm up, she jumps super high, but she does not hit the ball very solidly most of the time.
Okay, we'll take that. Looks like Abigail Mullen was going to serve that right outside of the box. So we've got Brooke Boyer coming back. And this is actually a different lineup, Tate, because Brooke Boyer for the first couple games for Lee Summit. Nice. I'll take that gift any day of the week. She had been coming in for 3 rotations, and then she would sit when she got to the back row. But this game, they have her playing all 6 rotations, which means she serves and she plays and does not leave the court. Nice. And Brooke Boyer was ready for that. Okay. Nice receive again from Brooke Boyer. Nice. It was almost a block. It
Very
looked good. It looked good. They were there. They were definitely there. We're only down 1 on the number 1 ranked team in the state, so I think we're not doing too shabby.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Looks like the Bluejays were ready for that block with Ashlyn Bellamy, and who wouldn't be? But then she was able to read the block and take it right back to the Bluejays and send it right down to the court.
A very heads-up play by Ashlyn.
I agree. 100%. Micaiah Clayton back to serve. Okay, number 11, 3. Oh, bummer. Looks like we misread that just a little bit.
A little
you know what I mean?
miscommunication, you know.
Yeah. And so Phoenix St. Louis is their libero. She had a really nice receive over here on the other side. For those of you who don't know, libero, the one who always plays in the back row and will always receive the ball, one of the best defenders on their team.
And as I remember it, the one that wears a different color.
Indeed. You got that right. Okay, so what just happened here is that the parents are no longer the line judges because the Misha refs are done with the freshman game and can now actually do their reffing duties. So you'll notice, for those you can see on the camera, if at all at a wide shot, if they're white shirt, black pants, with the Misha patch on one of their sleeves. Nice receive on Clayton's part, and Stout. Oh, she just missed that. Just missed that. Oh, but they're going to get the point. Do you know why?
I think, I didn't see what number it was, but it looked like they touched it.
Number 2 was in the net.
Grace Tony looked like she was in the net.
Which is such a bummer, especially for girls who have ponytails, because even the hair, they'll get called for the hair in the net, and we'll miss out on a point. Oh, that was almost a serve. Okay, is that... Okay, yeah, that is number 12. Look at Macy Martin getting some serious playing time as a freshman. Okay. Micaiah Clayton, nice. Way to get them off. Okay. Oh, yeah, it was a lift.
Yep.
I was wondering if they were going to call a lift with, it doesn't look like a lift to those of us who don't play volleyball all the time, but the refs called it. Anytime they lift the ball with their palm, that's illegal. Macy Martin to serve again. Oh, nice try. That was a really nice hit by the Bluejays. I want to say that was Renfro, number 18. Sometimes it's hard to see the number for the other player because of their ponytails right there on their number, so it's hard for me to read. Micaiah Clayton doing a really nice job receiving those serves. Oh. Again, number 14, Jordan Stout, trying to cross that hit to get away from the blocker, but she goes just a little bit too much off to her side, and ball goes out. Renfro to serve again for the Bluejays. Okay, and it's really important, too, to have those players in the back. Did you hear them say out, 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 out? Communicating to each other so they don't accidentally hit a ball that doesn't need to be hit if they know it's going out.
Yes, especially in a game like this, every point matters.
Indeed. Yeah, and it's close. They're tied. Bellamy back to serve. Oh, another one of those gifts wrapped in a bow. Hit the tape and this drops straight down. Oh, turnaround's fair play. So they were able to read the ball just as much as the Tigers were able to read that ball and call it out.
Yep. It's very close. Very close.
Okay, so I'd like to see their setter is really effective.
Really? She has this high point set. Like this goes super high in the air.
Absolutely. Oh, just barely in on that one. Jordan Stout got enough on that ball so that it stayed in just barely, right on the line.
It was an amazing hit.
This may be their first lead of the game. No. Grant's telling me no, that's not it. Stout back to serve. Oh, Renfro, nice try. She just shanked that ball by accident. It happens. Abigail Mullen tried to grab that. It just didn't work out. Okay, yeah, Ashley Mullen. You were telling me that she was going to UCLA, if I remember correctly. Again, how many points have they gotten off the tape?
It seems like 3 or 4
I
right now.
agree with you, Tate.
It is.
I'll take it any way I can get it. Gives them a 3-point lead going into this first timeout, which again, for those who are not aware, there are 2 timeouts per team per set. And so we should probably do a little bit of volleyball 101 and say that at the high school level, this is the second year that they meaning teams will play best out of 5 sets. It used to be the best out of 3 sets, but that changed last year. And doing that, in my opinion, helps the volleyball players who will probably go on to play in college, a good number of them, be prepared for the rigor that they're going to see at the college level.
As you can see, Makai Clayton down there is being a great leader. She's helping talk up her team. Even the younger kids are getting involved. And I think we're going to have a good stretch right here.
Yeah, let's hope they can capitalize on that, even though she's not on the floor. We probably need to mention, too, what's going on with the coaches this year.
Brand new coaches since last year. I think the coach went to St. Michael's or St. Thomas Aquinas, our old coach from last year, to go be the athletic director.
St. Michael's, yep.
Yep. And brand new coaches, almost seems like brand new assistant coaches, too.
You're correct.
So it's very fun to watch them this year.
So that's Brittany Bow Richter and Sylvia Whiteoak. Oh, shoot. I need to remain objective, but they blocked Brooke Boyer. And I'm not, I really, it's an understatement for you to see just how much power Brooke has in her swing. So whenever it gets blocked, that means that's a pretty good block.
Yes.
And if it lands back into the court, which, unfortunately for Tiger fans, that's exactly what happened. Okay, they went straight back to Brooke Boyer, which I think is important. So that she nice try. Tried to get up there to meet number, as I look on my sheet here, Mullen. She is 6'3", going against Briley Johnson here for us. She is definitely not 6'3", coming in at 5'8", so that was probably a mismatch.
It really was. Oh.
Darn it. That could be a freshman mistake there a little bit, where she thought it was going out, and it did not. That's okay. So now, all of a sudden, that 3-point lead has disintegrated. And we are tied up 17-17. That's Macy Bartlett serving for Liberty. Nice. There's that power again with Brooke Boyer.
Very powerful swing. She gets high up there.
So it says on our roster that Brooke Boyer is coming in as a junior, outside hitter at 5'9", but whenever she hits, I feel like she's like 6 foot.
It feels like she's floating it every time she jumps.
Briley Johnson back to serve. Fairly good return. Oh, nice try. Micaiah just kind of sailing across the floor trying to get that ball. Just didn't get there, which really means that there's probably, the way she hit it, oh, shoot. I missed who hit that. Did you see?
I did not see.
Darn it. Anyway, it was a pretty fast hit, so she wasn't able to get there fast enough.
Ashley Mullen has some great sets. The UCLA commit, it seems everywhere the ball is, she seems to get it perfectly down.
Okay, good call on the out here. Hey, are you just now noticing that we have some sisters playing together?
Really?
For Liberty Bluejays.
Really?
Oh, well, better late than never, friends. Okay, so there's that power we're talking about. Sometimes it gets the best of us, that adrenaline in the game will just sail that ball. I'm sure that probably drives coaches crazy. Brittany seems to be handling it fine. Oh, darn it. Again, looks like Aisha was ready for Ashlyn Bellamy. It would not be the first time that they have played against each other. Now, funny fact, Aisha used to play, if I remember correctly, with Ashlyn on the same Mavs 816 team. About maybe 2 years ago. Okay. What are you thinking, Tate? What's going on here? We're missing out on some points here.
I'm thinking that Liberty Blue Jays right now have all the energy. As you see, they come off this timeout all excited, and we're kind of dead right now.
Yeah, I feel like we went flat ever since we lost that 3 points and we tied up to 17-17. That we're kind of like discombobulated.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, just not happening. Now, cheerleaders, come on, girls, get us riled up and ready to go. So, what are we thinking needs to happen for Tigers to get back into this?
I'm thinking leadership needs to be brought up. I think they need to get a lot more energy and just be confident in themselves like we did when we were on the run.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. And I'm sure Bo Richter's probably saying the same thing.
Yep.
You know, don't give up. Okay, it's not over by any stretch of the imagination. They're only down 2 points. So that is not, you're not done. So don't play like you're done. So number 7 came back onto the court here. Sienna Jones is a junior middle blocker coming in at 5'10". Coach got in the way on that one. She couldn't get out of the way for the players to come and grab that. Again, the momentum, like you said earlier, just seems to be all on the side of the Blue Jays.
It really does. As their coach is bringing a lot of energy, and the players are really stepping up in a big way.
So Ashland chose to tip that ball to see if they could get him off. That was a really nice back low hit.
Macy Bartlett.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. I mean, we're at 23-19. Difficult to, they've got 2 points to get to that 25. Tigers really need to get a side out here.
They really do.
So they took Brooke Boyer off that back row and went ahead and added Lexi Moorfield, who that is her job as a DS, which is a defensive player. Okay, that was Briley Johnson. She must have not been able to read that ball to go ahead and accurately set any of their outside or right side hitters, and so she just went ahead and pushed it. But really, to our disadvantage. Now we're at match point or set point here.
Yes, down 5.
So I feel like they're playing defensive here.
They really are. They don't have a lot of momentum right now. As you can see, Liberty Blue Jays do have a lot of momentum.
Yeah, it's almost like it's preordained, like, okay, we're going to win, and then we just kind of said, okay.
Yeah.
Here you go. It's on a silver platter. All right, so, well, the good news is that it is, I said earlier, it is the best out of 5. So the Tigers aren't done yet. They have 2 opportunities, really, to try to get, 2 sets up to 1, if they can, but they're going to have to change. They have to change some things. What do you feel like they're going to need to change?
They're going to have to take it one play at a time. Right now, I feel like they're looking more advanced as they are one play at a time, which is very interesting because you know who their best players are. You can see it through their hits, but the whole team all around is fundamental from the Liberty side, which we gotta defend against them. So.
Eighth grade team from Pleasantville Middle School. If they can stand,
well, isn't that nice that the 8th graders are getting a little bit of some time here? Is that? Can you? Oh. I don't know what to hit on the camera number 1.
It's going to be really weird this year, too, because not all of those middle schoolers are going to be feeding into Lee Summit.
True. Yes. In fact, I was talking the other day with a couple people. Hold on just a minute. Whenever he talks, it's hard for me to understand what... This is Dan Schnell, who is chit-chatting. Anyway, so there's a player on that team, I think, who... Massengill, who's like a 6-foot 8th grader. So she will go here to PLMS, like right now, but then she'll go to West after PLMS.
It's gonna mess up a lot of high school sports.
I know.
I feel like it's gonna be a lot different because usually the high school coaches can communicate with the middle schoolers,
Right,
you know,
right,
and it's gonna be harder to do so.
Right. Yeah, when your best player goes to your rival high school, I imagine that would be a little bit disconcerting, knowing how good some of the, some players are and all that, but that's okay. So bottom line, let's state at least 2 major things that the Tigers need to do aside from leadership. What do we need to do to make a difference?
We need to get our connection on the sets down.
Okay.
Right now, they don't seem very connected. It doesn't seem like all our hits are full potential, you know?
Yeah, and so, I'm not sure if you've been to, I know your dad coached, teacher here at Lee Summit High School, one of the science teachers. He coached the Lee Summit High School Tigers. He's played, he's an awesome player. But it starts with a good pass. I'm not sure if you've heard that from your dad ever before, but it really does start with a good pass. So we really need to get that back row play up to snuff, because if we can't get a good pass up to get that setting, as you mentioned earlier, we're not going to be able to go ahead and get some kill shots that are going to connect and make that difference.
And it feels like we're playing on our heels right now too. As we're playing defense against them instead of attacking them.
Absolutely, and it's like we said earlier, we were talking about like they're playing defensive and not offensive. It's like they're waiting to like be reactive to whatever they're sending. Meaning the Blue Jays, and that's not working out for them. So I think they need to play their game, okay, be offensive machines, be confident, and let's start playing the way we know they can play. It's a really, really good team. All right, so here we're our second set. Same, looks like we've got number 9, Elena Davis, coming over here on the front line. Briley, number 2, is our setter. So we do have just a little bit different of a lineup than we did in that first set. And number 7, Sienna Jones, is also in the middle blocker up on the front row. And then we have Lexi Moorfield, DS, Micaiah Clayton, your libero. And then we've got Ashlyn Bellamy coming in on the right outside. Okay, so thoughts?
First pass, like what you just said.
Exactly. And so that sets the Liberty Blue Jays up. That means Tigers are already off system. So they're ready for just about anything, as we just saw.
But they scored 7 straight points?
Yeah. And so they're going to call they're going to call lift. I thought they were going to call her coming over, trying to get the ball when it's already over to the other side and then bring it back to set it, but they called a lift for Briley Johnson. So we're not a good start. So again, we're not able to even get much of an offense. Okay, now that's a nice return off a really good player. So it looks like we were ready for that. That should give the Tigers some confidence, which it did. Okay, so that was 4. That was 4.
Jocelyn Renfro from the Liberty Blue Jays has a really strong hit.
Yeah, she really did. I'm going to say she's also plays for Dynasty, but I could be off just a smidge. Micaiah Clayton back to serve. So the difference right now, their sets, I thought there was someone touching it. Yeah, it was a tip. So again, the point went to Liberty Blue Jays. Like, we just barely got up, but yeah, we didn't connect with the block. Loud crowd is strangely silent.
They really are. But, I feel like we're missing some of our key components there today.
As you were mentioning earlier, some of our baseball players, I think is what you said. So Renfro had that really nice, mean serve right there. Oh, another nice hit by number 20, right?
Yes.
Is it Mullen?
Yep.
I mean, she was coming in firing hot.
The little sister of Ashley Mullen. They are very 2 different players.
Yeah, setter and a hitter, yep. Okay, Renfro back to serve again. Little miscommunication in the back row for Tigers. So there's some miscommunication here in the back. Micaiah Clayton thought that Briley Johnson was going to go get that ball because they both went towards the ball at the same time. But that is a lack of communication right there. So I imagine that's a struggle. Please. Corinne's going to get me my water because I'm parched. Thank you.
A loud crowd is very dead today.
Yeah, well, they haven't had a lot to cheer about since .17 in the first set. Liberty Blue Jays have taken advantage of every opportunity that they've been given, so to speak, because we're not playing a smart game.
We really aren't. We're not. When you see we're playing an A game, like when we played Park Hill was it last week? We had very good communication, and it just seemed like we were a solid fundamental team. Right now, we are not looking the same way.
Okay, so I guess the only thing I could say, and you're an athlete, so you would probably understand, it's like you just have to keep playing. You can't give up. You have to try to find it within yourself to play the way you know you can play.
You do. You have to take it one play at a time.
Yes, exactly. Like that. And so look at that. That is some hustle by the Liberty Blue Jays to try to defend a really nice hit by Stout. Your libero, number 3, Phoenix St. Louis, ran all the way. I think the ball literally was almost in the stands, and she was able to reach and grab that ball and get it back into play, which you can do.
It's a really great play.
So we're out. We finally score a point after like a 5-minute dry spell. Macy Martin back to serve. Okay, yeah, she missed that, Mullen. You know, it was probably, I think she was reaching far back to try to get that set. It wasn't where she really wanted it, and it sailed as a result. I'll take that point as a Tiger fan.
We'll take any points we can get.
Martin back again to serve. Yes, there we go. I mean, this is exactly what needs to happen, is to get like a spark.
Yes.
To get the loud crowd back into the game, get the girls back into the game, trust in themselves to make that happen. Now, that might be a little tough with this really veteran team in Liberty Blue Jays. I mean, April Fleming's been coaching there for 19 years, so she knows a little thing or two about volleyball.
Listen, Liberty just got back from the tournament at Florida, so they play teams from all around the country, such as New York, Tennessee, and more. So they're a very well-set team, and they played a lot more games than other teams.
Absolutely, and that's one way you get better, is you just expose your team to different types of teams around the country, as you said earlier. It can only serve to make you better. Oh, nice try, ladies. I think a lot of us thought that was going dead, but Tigers didn't give up. Nice, and that was really a nice play, heads-up play by the Tigers, because that looked like that ball had fallen to the ground.
Micaiah Clayton, a very athletic player right there.
Absolutely. Now, she's playing libero here, but if y'all need to watch her play on the club circuit for PVA, that girl, she plays outside hitter, and she can sky. Darn that tip for the Tigers. It was really hard to defend that, especially from the 6'3" Aisha Ayauno. I think I'm saying her name correctly. If not, I apologize. It's hard to defend that.
So is she going to play Michigan State for libero or outside hitter?
She's actually going to be going as a libero for Micaiah Clayton. Yes, to Michigan State. Oh, okay. So nice recovery by the Tigers. And so now we're going to set back up. Oh, nice. Way to go. Way to go, Tigers. And really nice heads-up play on both teams. And Tigers win this battle. A lot of back and forth, tipping, really kind of out of system on both sides, but Tigers came out on top.
Just Ashwin Bellamy and Jordan Stout on that block. Very well timed.
I feel like they've got just a little bit more confidence.
They have. They got a spark about themselves. They have some swagger.
Bellamy back to serve. So Robero's really doing a nice job. Mullen again for that. Oh, nice try. They were trying to get that ball out of the net to try to get it over to the other side, and the net just kind of collapsed on the ball, so it was just hard for them to get that back out of there. Hustle was there, though, for sure.
Yep.
Okay, tied up at, 7s. Sorry. Macy Martin, that was a nice nice pass. Okay, that is in. Nice play. She really kind of grabbed that corner to get a point, and I'll take it. Yeah. It looked like it was sailing, but she put enough flick in her wrist to make sure that I had that downward trajectory to hit the corner of the court.
Senior Jordan Stout has such a powerful hit.
Yeah, I agree. Here she is back to serve. my goodness. Nice try by Riley Johnson. She was trying to dump that ball out of the setter position, which is the 2 ball, but she just didn't get enough oomph off that ball, nor did she really, she didn't need to jump, but she didn't really get enough height to be able to do something like that.
Yep.
Her parents are Tom and Kara, sitting right in front of me, and they're probably thinking, oh. I know them pretty well just because Briley plays on Cameron, my daughter's club team. So we travel a lot together. Seen Briley really do a nice job as a setter. Came in last year as a varsity setter as a freshman. And so she really has taken that role and run with it both on the club circuit and here at the high school level.
It's a big responsibility coming in as a freshman. You have to be very confident.
Indeed. And here she comes with the serve, and she has a bullet sometimes. Let me just say, just like that. That's a really nice serve. Low, kind of hits the net just a little bit. And then that power again from Brooke Boyer. And that libero must be doing a good job on for Liberty to get that ball, but that's okay because Tigers came back and just killed that. Liberty Blue Jays weren't ready for it.
10-1 score right now. At least some of the Tigers are up.
Johnson back to serve yet again. Oh, sometimes when you try to get that low serve like that, sometimes obviously it's going to hit the net, and that's exactly what happened there. So number 10, Brooklyn Young, sits out for the Blue Jays, and Aisha comes back to take her spot as the middle blocker. Oh, nice try. She really, again, had the power, just a smidge outside. So attacking. Did that ball hit the basketball thing? I missed it. I was looking at the stats for Brooke Boyer.
I really missed it too.
Yeah, I did too. I apologize for that. That was a little bit too much dead space, but Brooke Boyer is hitting at .243 for her percentage. Not bad. Oh, that is unfortunate. Number 9, Elena Davis, right side hitter. She just didn't get enough height to be able to get that ball on the other side. And so all of a sudden, Blue Jays are up by 3. Nice defense. Oh, nice try. We do have some young players playing here on the Tigers side. And we just saw a little bit of that in number 7 with Sienna Jones. I know she's a junior, but I don't remember her playing varsity last year.
She didn't, but she's a very well-rounded player, as you can see. Mm-hmm. She does her job most of the time. And
nice back row attack from Ashlyn Bellamy. And then Aisha coming in again with one of those tip balls that Micaiah Clayton was there for. And then Brooke Boyer trying to hit that ball off the... Oh, nice. Nice design play coming in over here where they kind of faked us out with Aisha Iona thinking she was going to hit straight out of the middle, but really was, my daughter would tell me, or your dad would probably tell me, well, that was a 1 or that was a 2. I don't quite understand all the setting positions yet, but that was a really fast hit out of the middle.
Really had the defense off balance on that one.
Yes, yeah, exactly, and that's what it's designed to do. Nice block for number 6, Audrey Felker. And she is new. I haven't seen her start playing yet until now. And so she had pretty good couple plays, and now we just got blocked, and now they're up by 6, the Blue Jays. We need to stop the bleeding. Nice. That's what we need is Brooke Boyer to just go ahead and hit that ball all day, every day, just like that. And that was coming in off the right side. She normally is known as the outside hitter, but it looks like she can hit what they call pin, either outside or right side. That's definitely a bonus. nice. Mullen coming in with the dump on the setter, but Tigers were ready for that. And that's so unfortunate, Tate, to see that they were able to get that dump and then we just sail it on that hit.
Yes, it was, because I was not expecting that. I was expecting one of those high serves like she's been doing all game, and kind of tricked me out there.
Well, I think she may have been trying to probably fake out the Blue Jays, but clearly it did not. Okay, Tigers need to score a point side out here if they're having any chance of being competitive in this set and go down 2 sets. So it looks like these Blue Jays have gotten a clinic. Oh, my heavens. I know that is not our player, but I have to acknowledge a really good hit when I see one.
That was phenomenal.
No wonder KU Jayhawks want her.
6'3", just a powerful player.
Yeah, that was just, poetry in motion right there. She made that look easy. So it looks like we lost the ball for a hot second, and Mullen had to go grab it. Is it Mullen?
Yes.
Mullen's going to be able to hit some sunny beaches next year. Nice hit from Bellamy. We're going to need a lot more of that. Down 6 here in the second set. Felker goes out. Jordan Stout comes in for her. Micaiah Clayton back to serve.
Jordan Stout brings a lot of energy in that front row.
You know, and we need that. That's that senior leadership that you had talked about earlier. Okay, that was a good serve by Micaiah Clayton and saved by the Blue Jays. Okay, that's, again, if we're talking about Jordan Stout, she's 6'1", Aisha is 6'3", so she's got 2 inches on her, so she was able to read meaning Aisha, able to read that right quick. Jordan didn't have a chance on that one.
She didn't.
So we are now down 7. Again, we need to side out here.
Not connecting on the sets.
Yeah, it was a challenge. There, it looks like turnaround's fair play. Bellamy did the same thing to Aisha that Aisha did to Jordan on that play, meaning blocking and getting that ball all the way to the Blue Jays side before they had a chance to return it. Macy Martin back in, number 12, the freshman phenom, right? Playing some varsity minutes here. Getting ready to serve.
A lot of movement on that serve.
Oh, nice try, nice try. I think Aisha's hits, I mean, not only are they pretty well placed, I mean, they're pretty strong and it's hard to return.
It really is. She is just a strong player, and she's athletic. She is very athletic. Even on this serve, you're going to see she has a very strong serve.
And she can play in the back row. So who is in the net?
Oh, that is not what I thought.
I think they're calling Ashton Bellamy in the net, and they are definitely, meaning players, are saying, no, that did not happen at all.
Our coach is furious right now.
So, okay, looks like the refs are going to go overturn that call, which I think the players would already come out of their skin going, what are you talking about? So the point did end up going to Lee Summit, and they took the point obviously away from Blue Jays. Now Ashland Bellamy's back to serve, down 6 in the second set.
What a return.
Yeah, it was. That's, that good. There you go. Nice. Way to be there to block that. Oh, yeah. Number 10 had a really good idea. Number 10 for Liberty, Brooklyn Young, who, again, senior, going to UCM. Not a powerful hit, but it was a smart hit.
It really was. The whole front line from the Liberty Blue Jays have almost seemed to be outsmarting our whole team.
I tend to agree. I think Johnson's having a rough time setting. Okay, that's a pretty slide. That is a pretty slide, and that, my friends, number 10, yet again, Brooklyn Young, just connecting like none other on that slide.
Really showing off our athleticism there.
Yeah, I think the Tigers are beside themselves. They're like, we do not have an answer for all of the beauty, for lack of a better term, over here on the Blue Jay side. It doesn't matter what they do. The Blue Jays have an answer.
They're a well-rounded team. Every part of there, from front to back, just seem almost perfect. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, they're 9-0 right now, but the Lee Summit Tigers, they've been fighting hard, so they better not give up.
I'm thinking, if I were the Tigers, what are we going to do? What can we do to disrupt this machine over here? And they can't, as I said earlier, cannot get down on themselves. They just try to do their best job and get the crowd behind them to give them a little bit more support. I mean, they're down 8. Stranger things have happened.
Yep, a lot.
Stranger things have happened as far as, coming back. That's Macy Martin with the receive there. Oh, they kind of did get Blue Jays off system again, but it worked in the Tigers' favor. Was that number 3?
Phoenix St. Louis?
Yeah, was that our libero?
Yes.
Who was like, oh, I think I got it, and then didn't get enough on it to send it over to the other side. Point for the Tigers. We'll take it. Stout back to serve. I think I called her Stoughton. That's not what I meant to say. Mullen again. Stout, a good return. But it's a hard one to even get a point off of that because that's not a good pass.
It really was.
It's an overpass.
The height difference on that is...
Yeah. It's too much for us to overcome, especially if you're sending it over to the other side of the net. You really don't. It's really hard to defend that. That's a nice return. Oh, just a smidge outside. Just give me a couple inches. Here's the thing. I was hoping it would be a little bit more competitive than what we're seeing.
I really was too, but there's still a game left to play.
That's right. We still have at least one more set.
I just feel like we're getting down on ourselves this game. A lot of miscommunication, as we just saw right there.
All right, so we're down 0-2. They're going to have to win the next 3 to take a W. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Now, that said, it can happen.
It can.
We have the tools to make it happen.
We went on runs in that first set where we got on a run and nobody could stop us for a second. But we need to get back to that state.
Yeah, you said for a second. We need minutes, to get that run going. So, I mean, honestly, Tate and I were talking about some of this information about the Blue Jay team and, had an opportunity to talk to April Fleming, the head coach here. I mean, Tate talked about it earlier. I mean, they come by their talent, honestly. I mean, they're playing in tournaments in Florida.
Yep.
I mean, as a coach, she's definitely well-read, April, right? I mean, if I remember, what did we find out just a little bit about her?
She played at Northwest. She was a setter herself, as just like one of her best players, Ashley Mullen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then she's a good coach. She's down there coaching a lot, and really a player-led team, as it looks like too, as they're stepping up. But
yeah, I have to think. Looking at what I'm seeing right here, I asked her. I said, ideally, what is your goal? And obviously, she answered, you want to get to state. And I said, well, what team do you need to get? What team is going to hold you back from that? It's going to be a challenge for you. And she had talked about, I chimed in with Liberty North, which is another powerhouse.
They're rivals too.
Absolutely. She chimed in with Lee Summit West, and I was like, well, I guess we'll see on that one. She did mention Lee Summit, but right now they are taking care of Lee Summit.
They are. They're putting us in our spot, and
yeah. So again, for those of you who are just joining us, all 10 of you, we've got Grant Thomas here producing and switching our cameras, and Carter Merritt's on camera number 2, and Arthur Mars is on camera number 1. And Tate and I will bring it at home with commentating. Tate's doing this for the first time. What do you think? Do you like it or not?
It's cool.
it's hard understanding everything though. It's like
Yeah.
I've never paid this much attention to a volleyball game. Like I've always seen the plays, but I've never like thought extra about the plays. You know?
Well, I tell you, hopefully you're learning a thing or two.
I think I am.
A little bit. I love the game of volleyball, and I think it's great. So Lauren Berry is listening at home, and she's telling me that I am super loud, which the funny thing is,
You're not even talking loud.
I know, I'm not even talking loud, which says to me that my teacher voice is awesome. And so I will bring it down just a smidge. And no, I haven't looked at my phone because it's hard to look at my phone and actually call a game at the same time, but love my students for helping me out to make sure that I'm not killing anybody's eardrums at home. Apparently I have a really nice set of lungs.
You do, you know, especially in class. We can, everybody in the room can hear you.
Oh, thanks, Lauren. Appreciate you. Okay, we need to, Lauren, do you have some positive mojo that you're going to send through the airways here so we can get it here to the Tigers, because they need to win the next 3 sets against the #1 team in the state, Liberty Bluejays.
We need to find their weakness, and
Yeah.
we have not even.
I know, I
close to
really,
finding it.
you're right, I have not found one.
Sister to sister connection.
I know, that was so pretty.
Smart play.
Yeah,
by
and
Ashley.
libero for the Blue Jays. Shoot, Jordan was there for that block, but then she didn't quite close it with her hands, and so it sailed off the right side of her hand, which had the trajectory go out instead of pushing it back into the court.
Yep.
That's a bummer. Renfro back to serve. Lexi, nice return, but it's a little tight for, nice. It was a little tight for Briley to go ahead and set that, but it ended up working out.
It was.
Note to self, don't wear earrings when I'm wearing these headphones.
They kind of uncomfortable.
My earrings are kind of digging into the side of my face. All right, Macy Martin back to serve for the Tigers, and we have a tie score, 1-1. Nice serve by Macy. Beautiful set by Mullen. Again, the Mullen sister connection.
It's on point.
Yeah.
They probably grew up practicing together. You know, the younger one always practicing with the older one.
Right.
And they're both great players, as you can see.
Yeah,
so.
it's just effortless. Just effortless. Libero for the Blue Jays going ahead and serve that ball. Briley setting that to Ashlyn Bellamy, but it wasn't enough for her to get as much power on it as she would like. Micaiah back. Nice. That was a nice slide. She was able to kind of connect on that far back corner on the slide, and there was nobody there for the Blue Jays. Ashlyn Bellamy back to serve.
You can just see the height difference right there.
Yeah.
Aisha and Macy is just almost insane.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, nice try for Micaiah Clayton to try to get that, but it was coming in hard and fast on that hit from Mullen again. Well, here we are again. Trying to figure out what it is we're going to do to get these Blue Jays off kilter. Again, Blue Jays have an answer for, there we go. There we go. That's exactly what we need.
That is the energy we need.
I'm just now noticing our head coach's shoes.
They're sparkly.
They are sparkly for sure. Oh, wow. Look at Aisha going in with her left hand. Okay, playing solid defense right now. Nice back row hit from Bellamy off the 10-foot line. Okay, Tigers are hanging in tough here. Nice. To go ahead and set up Brooke Boyer for a really nice hit.
That is what we need. We need to play offensively with solid defense.
Yeah, if we can get that defensive play for the remainder of the last 3 sets to win this, I think they obviously could win. But it has to be consistent.
It really does, and that's what we're lacking right now.
Way to be there. So that was, Brooke was like, oh, that could have been a collision.
That could have been dangerous.
Yeah, she was able, is it thread the needle? Is that like a quarterback saying whenever like he or she threads the needle when they throw a pass that's super like thin and they get it right into the...
I think it is.
That could be an old time.
It almost looked like a miss hit though.
Yeah, it did, but it did its job. It's things like that we just saw with that miscommunication. Oh, I got it. No, you got it. Oh, then neither of us get it. Are the types of points that build the momentum for Liberty Blue Jays and make it hard for us to come back.
They really do. Not only build momentum for them, but kill ours.
Absolutely, Tate.
She's in the net.
Okay. Looks like there might have been some words there, just a smidge from Sienna to somebody over there on the other side for Liberty Blue Jays, but maybe that, yeah, so she stepped away. Oh, they're going to redo the point. So when they do thumbs up like that, that means they're redoing the point. So we didn't get the point, so we're going to redo the point.
Oh.
That would mean that the refs did not really see what happened, so they can't call it one way or the other, so they have to be fair to redo the point.
I kind of like that. Not a lot of sports do that.
You're right. I kind of like that too. So Briley's trying to dump that. And as a result, they kind of got like, did you see how the traffic pattern got a little combobulated there at the front of the net? So
yes.
Briley sets it, and then she tries to come back and make it back to get there for the block. But she got caught up, and they couldn't get back there in time to make the block.
We need spacing. That's what I realized just watching this game itself. Spacing is a huge component.
Need a little more excitement here. So back to our coach's shoes. It looks like it's like Air Jordans, or what are those called?
It almost looks like Converses.
Okay, like Converses with, she has, what do they call, blinged it? Like, what is that called whenever they put the
sparkles?
The bejeweled it. Something like that on her shoes.
I don't
Pretty
know
kind
if
of cool.
I've ever heard that before, but...
I'm sure it's, I'm not saying it correctly, but bottom line is she's got lots and lots of sparkly stuff on her shoes, and they're kind of cool. Now if we get some sparkle out of the Tigers, get some points here. That is what we need. Ashton Bellamy coming in from the back low kind of took Liberty Blue Jays by surprise when we saw their DS kind of go, whoa, that ball just went right through my arms.
Yeah, it almost looked like it had some slice on it when
Yes.
she hit it.
I agree.
She was expecting it to be one place, and it was not there.
Riley Johnson for the serve, and that's actually one of her good ones. Oh, that's a bummer. They finally had an opportunity to, had a partial block on Aisha, and looks like number 9 for the Tigers, Elena Davis, just wasn't quite ready for that. It couldn't get her footing back to get the ball.
Aisha, just a powerful player. I don't know how many times I've said that, but
Absolutely.
she is. Oh.
So she's calling number 7, Jones, in the net, which the Blue Jays are fired up about it. Apparently probably off that call earlier, several plays ago.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think it's a great idea to have her hit out of the middle because she's a middle blocker.
Yeah.
But she needs to turn her body just a little bit more towards that middle part of that court because you saw that it went straight out. I mean, it literally was kind of far out.
She does.
But she has the power and the jumping ability to do it, so I look forward to seeing her doing that again. Yay, Ashlyn, to be there to cover for Brooke Boyer to make it back so that she can hit again.
Very heads-up play on our part today.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Glasses back on here. Got to have defense like that consistently, as I said earlier, to do that. So, oh man, after such a great hit, she may have gone a little too fast on that serve. So I don't know about you. How long? When did you get to school today?
This morning?
Yeah.
Well, I got here around, I think it was 6:10, 6:05 area. I had a game last night. JV actually had a football game last night.
Oh, you played football. Bless your heart. So you've had a really long 24 hours.
Yeah, I played 3 sports, so.
You're exhausted. Well, it looks like the Tigers are exhausted because they missed that play yet again.
It's like that we need.
I think, honestly, I think it's some of the, I don't want to say lack of leadership, just lack of playing time. Because, like, you know, some of our younger players are not able to get the block in time. Oh my gosh.
How is that?
Tigers are going nuts because of the hit from number 10, Brooklyn Young. Looked like it might have been going out, like out, and it looked like it possibly hit the line judge's foot.
Okay. They probably.
So if it hit, I mean, I kid you not, you could not see, but parents were up out of their seats. Loud crowd was having a moment. Players were like, what?
How is it in if it hits the red shoe that is standing out of bounds?
We'll have to go back and watch that on the YouTube replay. Micaiah Clayton back to serve.
Oh my.
So again, the hits from the Bluejays are really getting Tigers out of system. There you go. That's what they really need a lot of. And that's setter, that setter for Liberty Bluejays. One thing that I've learned from my daughters playing the game is if you're on the other side on the Tigers and you're coming up and you're going to be a blocker, you really want to be watching the setter to see where the setter is going to place the ball, which will determine where you will go. But this setter is so good at Mullen that she hides where she is going to set that ball so well that it's hard for our blockers to determine where she's going to set the ball.
She goes one way and the ball goes the other.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wow, she is. Woo! No wonder. Isn't she going to UCLA? Is she going to UCLA?
She is going to UCLA.
Yeah, she's. Woo, woo,
Have
woo,
a fun time out on those sand courts.
Well, Macy Martin's back to serve. We are down 3 points in the third set. And the Mullen, you know, what is it, like at least 50% of the time it's going to be a Mullen.
Yep.
Either setting that ball or hitting that ball. And thank you, nice lady, for grabbing that.
They are just there defensively.
Yeah, so that ball went out around that, you know, red and white stick, for lack of a better term. I know it's called something else than that, but. All right, well, we're inching back here slowly but surely.
Oh, what a hit.
That's a nice return by Macy Martin.
I had no idea where that set was going.
I know. And for a minute there, I thought the line judge thought the same thing. Wait a minute, I had to remember where that ball went. Micaiah helped him out by saying, yeah, we're out. This ball went out.
Oh.
Nice try, nice try, nice try.
I really like that design play. It always seems like there's an opening in the corner every single time we do that.
Right. Nate, if I'm not sure if some of you heard at home, someone called line, but Briley didn't get the memo quick enough because that was a slide. Wow, they hit it right off the head, so they could not hit it 3 times because even if it hits off of your head, that's counted as a hit.
It does. Can't you use any part of your body?
What?
Can't you use any part of your body in volleyball?
Pretty much, yes, absolutely. As is shown with Aisha yet again, killing that ball. And so it seems like we have a really good defensive play, but then we don't recover fast enough for Liberty Blue Jays when they hit.
Just overpowered.
Yeah, just blocking fools over here on the Liberty Blue Jays side, which has grown that lead now to 4 points. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't called a timeout yet. Nice, Makaya. Had a moment there where at some point it just seems like you really want to root for the Tigers. You want to see them do better than what we've seen. And that was a really nice, she played, that she is playing really good defense. I was reading a note from my producer here, and maybe I'll step away. Oh, and then little things like that, you know, things that you have control over, that like the serve going out.
Those are big impacts in the game.
Yeah, especially in the third set, down 4, trying to find some energy. And not quite happening.
Our connection is not on today.
Wonder how many blocks that is for Aisha at this point. I'm gonna call at least say 4 or 5.
It's maybe even more.
I agree.
Every single time we hit, it seems like she's there.
And we're still not taking a timeout. Oh, Briley Johnson went center with a block, which is a rarity.
Great heads up play.
Ashlyn Bellamy coming back with a nice return. Again, so she just uses, like Aisha, she could hit that ball with her right hand, but did you see that play? She floated and then came in with her left and dropped it with her left side on her. Yeah, it's so Tigers do end up taking a timeout, and I don't know, Tate.
It's
We're
looking
down
rough.
6. We're down 6.
Looking rough. Down 6, and Liberty Blue Jays have all the momentum right now.
Indeed.
They are a very athletic, well-rounded team.
Yeah, and you know, I'm going to have to say, Aisha, as I said at the top of this broadcast, that she transferred from Park Hill, and she had played at Park Hill for up until her junior year because her sister also played at Park Hill. So then her sister graduated, and then she came to transfer over here. But she has fit right in.
She really has. I wonder if there's a little recruiting going on.
You know, I can't say, obviously you can't speak to that, but what I can say is she has fit right in, and the chemistry is working magic, and it seems to be not working in our favor here, at least some of that.
It really isn't. Just the sisters together and Aisha, they're just killing us. By themselves, it almost seems like.
And then Makaya, again, with her defensive skills.
Oh.
Again, there's that adrenaline kind of take it over. And again, Brooke has so much power anyway.
She does.
She could just think the ball over and it would probably go out. A little bit of osmosis there. There's, okay, yay, a gift. A rare mistake by one of the Mullen sisters.
We haven't seen very many little mistakes like that on the Liberty Blue Jays side today.
Right now, I feel like that's a big difference. You know, at least to have made it competitive.
Yep. I mean,
Stop back to
down right
serve.
here. 6.
In the third set, down 2. Renfro just kind of pushes that over. I like Brooke Boyer's presence.
Heads up play.
Yeah, we were definitely not ready for that. But that's good court awareness by the setter, seeing the gaping hole, and Ashlyn Bellamy, one of our better players, kind of stuck in the mud, for lack of a better term, but she could not have moved her body fast enough to get to that.
Just tricked us all.
Oh, that set. I felt like that set needed to be just a little bit higher from Johnson.
It did.
Just a little bit higher.
Just
some miscues, yeah. It's either that, you got to give credit to the Blue Jays. I mean, they're playing so well that it makes the Tigers play like this.
They have, and it's almost like we're a little intimidated every single time we go up to jump, because.
Well, there was no intimidation there from before. I mean, it is poetry in motion watching her. And here's the other thing. I absolutely love to see when hard work pays off. She has worked her tail off to get where she is today. And she was actually, she's one of the AVCA players of the Metro. I think she was like number 43, maybe it was 25.
Wow.
I'm not sure, but that says a lot about her as a player, because she wasn't even on that list last year.
It really does. Hard work pays off.
So it looks like Jones for the Tigers, number 7, Sienna, kind of get a little bit of payback. Tried to just dump that, and then got the Blue Jays one of the few times out of their system just a little bit. Johnson's back to serve.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a lot of times teams just go ahead and take that, receive that, because that trajectory of the ball was going down, but there was so much power on that one that it sailed out.
She hit it hard, really hard.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a very lofty serve. Like, it wasn't very high, but it just floated out.
Okay, looks like Sienna Jones likes to tip that ball. I really would like to see if she's got any power.
Yep.
Because that's what we're going to need out of a middle hitter. Oh, nice try. Nice. Ashlyn was trying to kind of slice it, kind of like Jordan Stout up here in the front row, but she's trying to do it from the back row. She just sliced it just a little too hard.
Really
at this
hard
point,
hit.
we're 23-15. 2 points from basically the match.
Everything we can get. So taking risks right here isn't a bad idea, That could have been dangerous.
Still alive here. Push 9 points by any chance?
Yep.
So they're doing some like switcheroo. Do you see that? They kind of went in and out with the libero.
Down 7.
Yeah. Nice serve from Boyer. Oh, fudge. Nice try, Clayton. Okay, it looks like we're down to the last point here.
Yes. And better hope for a miracle at this point. Are you allowed to go around the net there? No?
Oh, I didn't see. Oh, Brooke Boyer? When she came out? I missed.
No. Like, Ashlyn Bellamy, after that hit, is she allowed to go around the net and try to hit it back over?
No, she is not. Has to stay on her side. Oh, a nice little hit there by number 3 here for the Tigers, Allison Dingle. Oh, I hate to end on that note.
Really?
Well, our last takeaways before we shut this down for the night.
They overpowered us.
Yeah. Blue Jays, absolutely. I mean, everything was working in their toolbox. We had every now and then some good tools. Just didn't come out to play. Again, they were playing the number 1 team in the state, so I'm not too surprised. Tomorrow, we have another home game. We are not live streaming that game. And then the Tigers have another home game on Thursday, if you are so inclined to come watch. I'm Elaine McDonald.
And I'm Tate Martin.
And again, I just want to give a shout out to the crew tonight because they earned 20 points extra credit for coming out here. Arthur on the camera, number 1, Carter on number 2, and again, Grant Thomas doing a really nice job switching today, and Corinne doing sideline. We'll see you guys next week.